Peter Obi's presidency sabotaged or betrayed the Biafra agitation. What's your take?
I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy into that kind of assumption because one, that is a bit far from, no, quite far from what reality is. Yeah? There's no truth in that. I can tell you anytime, any day that Peter B's presidential ambition has never and will never betray any Biafran agitation. That's just the
Can you
truth.
be searching for presidency and also fighting for Biafra?
Let me tell you, like a few years ago, I sat down with someone that flew in from United States of America, and we are trying to discuss Nigeria and Igbo involvement in a system called Nigeria, and of course, the Biafran quest. You know, and given the analysis, I came to understand that the argument is unfounded. You know, because one, nobody, Biafra is not yet a nation. That's two. Three, for we to fight for Biafra, we don't just need to sit down, you know, and be waiting till Biafra comes. You know, we need to be involved either ways, whether it's going to come via referendum from Nigeria, whether it's going to come from a kind of order, from executive order or whatever. Let me just put it that way, from the international committee, from the United Nations, or whether the international UN Security Council is going to sit down and deliberate on it, whether world leaders, you know, top world leaders, you know, G5 or G7 or whatever the form is going to be, are going to sit down and say, okay, we are agreeing that a new nation, a new sovereign nation is going to emerge from Africa. You know, these are the things you need to change. But you know, unfortunately, many people are not aware, you know, of what freedom fighting is all about. Many people are not aware, you know, on how to, you know, go about the issue of freedom, as the case of Biafra may be. That's just the fact. So let me give you an instance now. This is how many years now, you know, there has been Ojukwu tried for how many years, you know, quite okay. He gave us that identity, you know, he gave us that name, he gave us that pride, you know, he gave us that definition. He made us, you know, a bit distinct from the so-called Nigeria. You know, Biafra existed for over 3 years, functioned as a country, you know, before the constitutional ceasefire came about, you know. But that notwithstanding, having done that, that does not mean, you know, that we just sit down and allow the government, the Nigerian government, to press on us more. You know, we need to get involved. We know, as in getting involved, we need to, you know, start having that friction, you know, or with the government that be. We don't just sit down. We don't just sit down and be waiting till when Biafra will come without getting involved into the system. So I do not see how this thing is going to have a balanced perspective. But someone is sitting down saying P2B presidential ambition, you know, betrayed Biafra. It does not hold waters at all. It does not hold waters. Even after, if P2B were to be president after 8 years, if Biafra has not been recognized by the world, if Biafra has not been recognized by the United Nations, we can still continue for agitation. Israel was there for over 4,000 years before Israel came to existence, you know, as a nation. So many countries like that, you know. So it's a matter of continuous push, you know, for the sovereignty to liberate black man. You see, Biafra is not about an Igbo thing. I keep on saying it, you know. Biafra is going to represent a symbol, a kingdom that represent the black nation around the world, because it is a nation that is going to be built on divinity. So having said that, it's not for someone to sit down and say Peter B's ambition. That argument, that arrangement, that thinking is archaic. You know, it has no logic, and it lacks tool of debate, because there's no connection with that. at all, at all.
If not, they can-
Biafra has not yet come. That is one. Two, neither is Biafra being discussed in the Senate because there is no constitutional provision to discuss separation or referendum in the constitution. Then how do you now get involved? And you want them to just, okay, go and declare Biafra in less than two hours. You see what will happen. The whole world will go against you. So these people are
what
not.
is Simon Ekpa doing?
Let me tell you, listen to me. Let me tell you, people are not civilized. People are not exposed. Nigeria is in control of the air. Nigeria is in control of the sea. You only have this guerrilla movement, so to say. Maybe he soft targets of certain interests, and they said is Biafra movement. No, that is not the ideology of IPOB. The ideology of IPOB is to carry the international community along, to persuade the United Nations, to talk to the National UN Security Council meeting, to let the world leaders know the need why we should be separated from Nigeria. And given what is happening around the world, look at what is happening between Israel and Hamas. You know, the world dynamic, political dynamics is changing. The social dynamics around the world is changing. The Middle East politics is changing, and now what these things are going to has negative or positive effects around the world. So, and this quest for jihadist movement all over the world, conquest. So, I think it is high time, you know, we begin to advocate, you know, the reality to ourselves, to our people. If we keep on moving this way, Nigeria government will have upper hand to send bombs, to send jet fighters, to do anything they can. You know, if we begin to see it from that angle, it's unnecessary.
So Peter Ob's presidency is part of agitation for Biafra.
Let me tell you, there's no connection. This is Nigeria. This is Biafran agitation. Please, we should get that. You understand? We've not been declared a sovereign nation. Or is it our Biafrans ready to take the part of another war, you know, to let the world know? Can they be able to control the sea, the waters, their military, their army? Do they have such sophistication to crush Nigeria once and for all? It is called for reasoning. Why are people just being myopic about the truth? Why are you connecting this ambition with Biafra? He has no water, he has no connection at all. Imagine a situation like in the Nigerian setting now. The entire Biafran land or the old eastern states have no representative in the Senate, have no representative in the House of Rep, have no minister, have no governor. What do you expect? I'm asking you now. You're the one that is getting this thing, you know, the way it is now. How would the entire Biafran land look at? Please, let us call for reasoning. People should reason beyond, you know, what is on ground. The world has gone beyond certain understanding about how a sovereign nation can emerge in a society. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nigeria is still having, you know, federal might, federal units in their farmland. Governors are there. Constituency representatives are there. Senators are there. So it means that imagine where everybody sit down and be waiting for United Nations or be waiting for world leaders to come one day and so how would the entire people of the eastern Biafra land look? How would it look like? So it's not uncalled for. As we're moving towards, you know, trying to negotiate ourselves, we also be looking at, you know, the very possible way of giving Nigeria options. Like asking them the Kano today, the Kano will tell you some things that a lot of people does not understand. He will tell you most things that people argue or talk about because they don't have knowledge about it. What they actually, I am against Igbos being killed by Igbos again. I'm totally against it. Irrespective of what form. It is not a collective, even if it is a collective report, we know it's okay, here we move. But when you sit down in one place and they said one group, you know, or people who just sit down and say they kill army, they kill police, that one is rubbish. Actually, if you talk to a full-blown war, can you control the air and the sea? It is uncalled for. So while we are trying to push ourselves, because I know that in the subconsciousness of every Biafran, they are tired of Nigeria. That is just the truth. But until the world decides the fate, like anywhere in the world, as it happened to other countries, and you want to tell me that if America had been the first country to support Israel, that Israel will stand? When Israel was declared a sovereign nation, the first country in the world, a major superpower, a major stakeholder globally, militarily and otherwise, was the first. America was the first country to recognize Israel as. And you know when America recognizes you, all American allies are supposed to also toe that line. So what I'm trying to tell you, we need to move a little. We're in the era, whereby we negotiate Biafra based on interest. We negotiate Biafra based on friendship. We negotiate Biafra based on relationship. We negotiate Biafra based on diplomacy, carrying people along. Not only the Biafrans, the world. Don't you know that at the end of the day, the Biafra is going to have neighbors? Don't you know at the end of the day, Nigeria is going to have, Biafra is going to have territorial waters, airspace? Please, I want you to understand that it is beyond when somebody sitting down in Finland and is talking rubbish. He's talking rubbish. He doesn't understand what it means to lose, to connect, to lose people all in the name of ragtag. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, you know what is happening in Palestine? Do you know why? To an extent, Israel will continue to have upper hand against the Hamas. Do you know why? Why? Hamas has never been recognized, or Palestine has never been recognized as a nation. 2, Palestine has no airspace. 3, Palestine has no recognized military or police. Imagine a situation like that where Nigeria, all people will gang up and use airspace in just like 24 hours. Imagine the kind of bombardment that will land. But will anybody have what it takes to defend the airspace in Biafra land? We must understand this thing very well and be able to get it right at the global level. That is what is remaining. The Biafran quest has entered the consciousness of the world leaders, and this is not the best time to sell it out. This is not the best time to start talking about it. Bro, you don't know the level of work Nnamdi Kanu has successfully done globally concerning the quest for Biafran nation. People don't know. You think it's all about carrying gun, shooting soft targets, or what? That's not the way to go. Biafra is about command and control. Nobody's autopiloting anything now. I'll continue to say it. Do you know why the governors, everybody, even the Igbos all over the world, Biafrans all over the world, are paying respect always to Nnamdi Kanu? He told the line. How long will Biafrans continue to die? They come out for rally, they open fire, they kill thousands. They come out for freedom, they ask for freedom, they open fire and they kill thousands. They use armored tanks on them. Until they say that we are going to sit at home. So I don't see any connection at all between what is different quest and P2B's ambition. It does not hold waters at all. There's no how you can connect it at all. Please let us not be on this level, because of people's when it happens now, when you ask them now, they cannot be able to explain this. They cannot. All they want is that to see if somebody maybe somewhere, organize himself, say he's autopilot, carry a gun, but at the end of the, what have you achieved? We are waiting. We have only one trusted movement led by IPOB. Anything outside IPOB, because I am not interested. IPOB houses everything that has to do with Biafra agitation for now.
Coming to P2P, coming out as president of Nigeria, it is not for him to rule Nigeria. It's in mind. His mind there is to betray the Biafra agitation.
That is what he intended to do.
Yes. And meanwhile, before he came out, when the in-law of late Ojukwu died, being the Bianca father, when he died, the day of the burial, Ojukwu was there with Chief Dr. Raphael was UK. Along the line, Obi came there with an authorized. Immediately land, Wazike stood up and walked straight when he stopped. Immediately Obi come out, Wazike asked him, who invited you? Who invited you? We don't need you here. You came at people and threw them inside the river. And Wazike slapped him. And Wazike ordered him, if you want to stay here, tell your authorized to go back.
Wazike slapped the P2P?
Yes, he slapped P2P. Go and find out. He slapped him. But let father call Wazike say, my son, leave me alone. He will be walking around and fall inside gutter. I curse him. Let father curse him. Because and Obi betrayed him. Do you know that Obi went under part of Abga? And when he win, he become the governor of Anambra State. Along the line, he jumped out and jumped PDP. That is how he can betray the party. And he is one that killed the party, Apuga. And it bring confusion in Apuga. So when you are looking at Obi is master betrayer.
Obi is
master betrayer.
Someone that is loved by Nigerian youths.
Because Nigerian youths did not understand him. They haven't known him. Those who remember when he was in government and what he did will not support him. And let me just tell you, the Igbo elders did not bring him out as a Igbo president. They did not bring him out. He came out on his own. How many of the Igbo elders did he meet? How many of them? It is the youth that are supporting him. Not all the whole youth in the Igbo state. Okay, why they are voting him in? Because of the party. Yabore come and they say, okay, let us vote for him. And when you look, it is not all the place that he win in the east.
So if P2P becomes president, would that mean Biafra agitation will stop?
That is their mission. That's how I will say the truth. Do you know, to stop a governor and the person is alive and doing and say that he need a nation? Do you know what I say? If the Biafra nation come today, you don't know that all of them will be under Wazike. You don't know? If the nation today, all of them will be under Wazike. He said, this man that slapped me, let me come and stop him. And his own is to go arrest Wazike. If he say he will. Have you been saying he will? The first thing he will do is to go to over there and arrest Wazike. Which the God of the land make it to fail. The God of the land make it to fail. So if the God of the land wants him, there's nothing Jagaba will do and win. And have you been that he bring himself to the Igbo elders, say, I have come out I'm your son. I'm coming out as the president of Nigeria. Please support me. There's more when the God of the land will not make it to be there. He will be there, but he forget them. And when how many times he went to Arewa, I pay image. He went to West here, I pay image to the urbans. So and you look who is taking overall in the Igbo land. He did not go and pay image on him. So how do you think that the God of the land will accept you? Thank you.
Okay.
Peter Obi na chameleon. You see, he just come from nowhere, be there. He's a story man. You know how the heart of really be more for your heart. When he be governor how many years? 8 years. Maybe battle once a week. He made Biafra before I come. You know how many people he massacre? You see, all those ones they are chameleon, they just come because of that obedient name. They want to use that obedient name to cover. At the end of the day, they know they can't go nowhere. They go nowhere. You don't respect Abgan. You don't respect Ojukwu. You respect the symbol of Biafra. You want to divide the shit house. There's nowhere to be found for you. Okay, now, who are you now? Who is him now? He's in a half divided world. It's zero. See, I always say that Peter Obi is not the real citizen because of the youth. How many youth? Obedient. And you forget the ideology of the Igbo land. They can't go like that. There must be one day a freedom home. They want to cut off that freedom home in the name of obedience. See, let us be frank with ourselves. See, Nigeria is going, everybody must go away. See, what is coming is coming. Where we are coming from, we know. Where we are going, we don't know. But what is happening now? See, we can't even belong to this situation of merging us by force and killing people by force, hungry by force, suffering by force. It's getting out of hand. One day we'll say everybody will come outside. Everybody want to go by force because we must go. Because it's not taking under this man because he's not capable to hold the three language together. No capable now.
Okay.
Hungry day here, this day here. And my Christian, the last time I played with them, I have some issue with my accommodation. Okay. Please, let's try to help me out because I have only this one.
Let us help Oluwawan.
Let's help Oluwawan. Only this month. Wow, I don't want to be homeless anymore. Homeless in this kind of situation. Homeless in this type of situation, it will be dangerous. But I pray they should.
I'm telling him to tell the citizens.